saying Speal. Yeah. In the past, I showed you how to make acoustic guitar pick guards using this self-adhesive pickguard material. It's very flexible. You can cut it with scissors. And when I first found this stuff, I found it somewhere else online. And I was like ranting and raving to CBGs about it. And I said, I spent all this money and it was this 8x10 piece. And it was perloid. He goes, let me check my sources. And knowing Giddy, he's always going to find something better at a cheaper price. And he did it. I just got this in yesterday. CBGs just released it. It is the self-adhesive pickguard material from CBGs, and no, it's not 8x10 like I originally bought. It's 8x20. Massive pieces of flexible pickguard material that you can go and cut with scissors, and you can add to your guitar, your cigar box guitar, your projects. These are gorgeous. Yes, it's got the perloid here. You've also got tortoiseshell and this reddish tortoiseshell. I love this. This reminds me of 1960s. It's gorgeous. I like to do more than just pick guards with this stuff. This is great for even doing a full cigar box body. You could do with something like this. I mean, this is good self-adhesive stuff on here. For this, I thought I would have a little fun. I've got 3 different junk guitar necks. I never used these. I bought these. I think it was Guitar Fetish. They had one of those factory blowout. They're kind of junk. The frets need so much work to them. But I thought we would use these as an example. I am going to do headstock overlays, one of each color, and show you how I do it. Let's go have fun. My main tool for all of this is a simple pair of scissors, and I'm going to take enough pickguard to cover the headstock, and for this I'm going to rough cut everything. So I'm just going to go like this for now. Cut off a rectangle, and I'm going to peel the back off. Now I've cleaned these so that it's going to stick well. Take that off. I want it to come up to the nut here, right there to the nut. Oh, you gotta watch. It really wants to stick. Position that right the first time. And you just round it out here. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut most of it off on the corners. You got to watch it sticky now, but that's okay. You want to go about 1/8 of an inch past the wood. I guess we could save these. You never know what this will be used for. Save everything. There, it's already starting to look better. I've got it rough cut. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to slowly take an X-Acto knife. And here's my X-Acto knife right here. I'm going to slowly take an X-Acto knife and trim around the edges. Maybe you have a different technique to do this, and you probably have a better technique. You know me, I'm not the best builder in the world. And we're just going to trim this. Make sure it's all sticky real well. We're going to re-drill where the tuner holes are and put the tuners on, and that'll be done. So I got a piece of cardboard here, and with all the extra pickguard material, I just slowly took my X-Acto knife and cut away from it, you know, with the headstock down. And then, like, there's a little piece left here, I feel. I'm just gently carving it off and keeping with the nice rounded edge, just to get these tiny little pieces off. Look how nice that is. Now, this edge is a little bit rough. So I have a piece of 220 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to just get those edges nice and smooth. This pickguard material is so easy to work with. There, that's nice and smooth. Now there is still a piece of film on here that I can peel off, but I'm going to leave that go until I'm done. I'm going to drill out the tuners. What I'm going to do is just take it in my shop and drill out the tuners from the back. Then I'll peel this off and then add the tuning pegs. Tell you what makes drilling these holes so nice and clean is I'm using brad point wood drill bits. And as you can see with the brad point, it has a point and the two ends will just cut right in to the pickguard material. And man, is it nice and clean. Sure, it looks a little messy here, but once those string ferrules go on, you will not see any of that. That's just beautiful. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, I messed up. I forgot to drill a hole for the truss rod. So I'm just taking my X-Acto knife and just cutting in and cutting a hole for access for an Allen wrench. And then I'll just clean it up with the X-Acto and be done with it. Alright, I found an even easier way to get the truss rod hole in and get it nice and clean. I just took a butane torch, a cigar lighter, and I'm just out of flame here, but I had a little piece of metal here, and I took the fire and got that nice and hot, and it just melted right into where the truss rod goes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how nice and clean that is. So there we are. I couldn't be happier. These are beautiful. Look at this headstock. I mean, these were just boring necks. And look at that headstock now. That pearloid is just beautiful. Tortoiseshell. And I just threw on a quick set of the CBGs Keystone tuners in there so you could see what the headstock would look like with tuners. You tell me that isn't gorgeous. And look at this. Look how beautiful. I took the cellophane off. It's shiny. It's gorgeous. The truss rod, you have access to the Allen wrench. And see what it was I took one of these Harbor Freight picks and I just heated up the back of it and I melted it and put it right in there and got the perfect Allen wrench hole. These CBGs self-adhesive pickguard sheets can be used for more than just pickguards. There we go. There is there we go. There is your proof. My name is Shane Speal, and thank you to CBGs.com for always bringing the coolest parts that we never knew we needed. Boom. Let's look back to when I made an acoustic guitar pickup with the same material. Here's my old Stella. One of the last things I wanted to do to my Stella is replace the old plastic pickguard. Now these pickguards were usually just screwed on. So I got this pearloid self-stick pickguard material. And what I did was I traced the old pickguard onto the pearloid and cut it out with scissors and put it on the guitar. This stuff is so easy to work with. Yeah, just a pair of scissors and I could cut it out. I used a little sandpaper to round the edges. Look how beautiful. And to get the parts you need that I used on here, go to cbgiddy.com, cbgiddy.com.